Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another video. It's been a while since I've been able to film a vlog, and that's just because work has been so intense and I haven't had time off to film normal videos like this. But in its place, I hope you did enjoy those live streams that I did. Now, today is, it's May the 4th, which is 3-4, right? So today is 34 day, and we're going to Fuji Speedway for the R34 festival. And anyways, enough talking. I'm sitting in a PA right now in my car. I've just gotten breakfast and I'm keen to get back on the highway. So let's get to the event and show you guys around. Straight into the drifting action. Alright, so I've just arrived and they're already drifting, which you've already seen in the footage. And today looks like it's going to be an awesome day. There's 34s everywhere, so let's show you guys some of the cars. So today is really teasing me because I want to bring my 34 back to Japan so bad. I really need to get onto that. This is definitely a little bit of motivation for me today. Some really cool 34s here. Check out this R34 police drift car. Super cool. Oh no, he spun out. Here's another look at that 34 police car. It's pretty cool. You can actually buy a lot of these old police kind of lights off Yahoo auctions. There's a whole bunch of them for sale on there. It'd be kind of cool making one of these as well, like to drive in Australia at Missouri or something. So easy to do, just the white and the black paint. You could use a rattle can and then just get yourself a set of those lights. They're like $200 to $500 normally for like a really nice genuine pair. And they look so good. Not sure if you guys can spot it from here, but there's some blasphemy sitting in the engine bay of this R34 2JZ. Oh man, that's a crime. I don't want to look at it anymore. This is pretty cool. Got some Australian parts coming in over here. This is a plasma intake manifold. It's a company in Australia that makes all of that. And then looks like he's running a nice big Borg Warner turbo down there. It's kind of cool. RB25 with 26 covers with the custom 26 front cover there so that it suits the VCT timing gear. It's pretty cool. Alrighty, so let's go through a walkthrough here, and I guess what you'd call the pits, and show you guys all the cool cars that are here. So there's a whole bunch of just different versions, different variations of the 34 here, obviously. And I find it really interesting because you can really get a feel of like all the individual like people and their style and how they just really don't care what other people think. It's really nice. This guy's running a Link or something like that. You can see an air temperature sensor there on the intake pipe just before the throttle body. But like, it's really interesting because you can see all these guys that just literally just want to keep having fun non-stop in their cars, so they just make it super reliable. Keep everything pretty regular, like no massive upgrades and stuff. Only like, you know, all the stores and stuff and shops that are here that are selling their merch, they've only got, you know, like the crazy cars with the forward-facing intakes and the massive high mounts and stuff. A lot of these guys, that's kind of cool, there's a GDR there. Actually, that's a 4-door that's got a 26 swapped into it, because he was out drifting that before, so it must be rear-wheel drive. But like, probably the most normal like high mount turbo setup you'll see on these is like the Greddy kit, because it was like a full kit. It was very easy to install and came with everything you needed to pretty much bolt it in, and you just had to do a few basic modifications and whatnot. But like, this is a very common setup. They've got the R35 GTR mass airflow sensor, teed up with pretty much everything else factory with a front mount intercooler, split fire coil packs, and you can do a reasonably really good tune on this. And you know, you can get 200 horsepower easily out of that. And that's all these guys want, is something super reliable that they can consistently keep having a lot of fun in. So this guy, it's pretty much completely factory. It's just got a trippy pod filter on there and a blitz blow-off valve. And he's out there sliding it. Same with this guy, completely factory, a Pexi pod filter kit, factory turbo and everything else, and he's out there having fun. And we saw this before, the police R34. So it's just like, I guess it's a little bit refreshing, you know, because like in Australia, the car scene's a little bit warped and twisted in the sense of how everyone thinks cars should be modified for drifting and stuff like that. This thing looks cool. Like, he's obviously had a front end praying it, but he just wants to keep driving and drifting, so he's just put that light there. And it kind of goes with the theme of the car that he's got, so it looks good. Same deal, factory turbo, factory airflow meter, just a HKS pod, and just go. And then from here, it's just like an entourage of non-stop heaps and heaps of 34s. Check out the Advan Racing tri-spokes. Those things are cool. And what's so awesome about this is all of these guys are out here driving on track with it. Wow, this thing kind of looks like a Holden Commodore in the front. That's pretty cool. It's so unique, you know, like everyone does what they want pretty much. A lot of the four-door Skylines seem to be the way to go for like drift cars and stuff like that because they're so cheap. So I found this pretty cool. He's got PVC like 90-degree angles there for his gauges. That's pretty cool, pretty unique, and his interior looks pretty awesome too. There's just stuff like that you just don't see other kids doing. Here you go, here's something a little bit more drastic. So a plasma intake manifold, and he's still running the factory turbo down there. It's probably high flow. Some really long extended runners for the exhaust manifold, keeping it low mount. And it looks like he's running a Z32 airflow meter. So yeah, he'll definitely be running a high flow turbo then. And he's probably tuned it with the stock ECU or Power FC. And he'll be making well over 200 horsepower. His interior is all decked out to his color red and everything like that. So good to see. So this one's a little bit more intense. He's running a Uraz kit. It's a 4-door 34. He's got a Greddy intake manifold there, and he's running the Greddy Trust turbo kit as well. And overall, this is a very clean build actually. It's really nice. His battery size is quite small. It almost looks like a little motorbike battery. He's obviously running 26 covers and all that jazz. But yeah, it'll be nice to see this thing out on the track. Got an Natasha style 34 here, 4-door as well. I wish they'd turn down the commentator's voice a bit. It's so like ear-piercingly loud. This one's pretty cool. 34 4-door. 26 swap. Everything kind of looks like coolant green in there. It was really cool. There's just so many 34s to cover here. I don't know if you guys want to see them all. I think the video would drag out super long, so I'm going to go to the side of the track and film some more drifting. There's so many people spinning out. Oh man, 2 people just spun out up there. I wonder if this is like the like beginner's session for today. It probably is. Oh, another one. Oh no. Oh. Couple close calls there. This guy in like the baby poo brown car has been doing pretty good. Just as I said that, spins out. Oh my gosh, another person spun out. There's another one. Oh, there's another one, and another one. Yeah, this has to be the beginner session. There was there's another spin out, oh my gosh. And another one. So what they're doing right now is they're getting every single 34 that's entered into this event, and they're bringing them all down on the track to get photos and to do the judging and work out which one's the best looking one and stuff. And it's starting to look really good. I really wish I had Okachan's drone here today and I have permission to fly it and get some footage of this. But there's just so many 34s going out on track. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a line of them that goes all the way down to there and then coming back out on track. So it looks super cool. You know it's a Japan car event when there's a pack of random zip ties on the ground. So here is where the huge line is of everyone trying to get down single file through this tiny gate onto the track. And that's a bit intense, so I'm probably going to give it a miss going down on track. I got to see all the cars when they were up here in the pit, so I'm not too fussed about it, but it's still really cool to see. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let the judges do their thing and let everyone kind of walk around and check out the cars as well. And I'm going to go to the car park and I'm going to go check out all the cars that were parked there, because all the people that didn't get to enter their cars in the event, they still all have some pretty cool cars up in the car park. So let's go check those out, and then I've actually got to head back into Tokyo. I don't have enough time today to stay here all day, unfortunately, but yeah, let's go check out that car park. What are you doing here? Alrighty, so we're going to start from this car park here, and there's already one GTR. This is a real GTR here, this one. This is a real B&R 34, and then you got a couple of fakes here, which are just GTTs with the 34 like kind of kits and stuff and the GTR badges. So this one here is a GTT. This one here is also a GTT. It's not a real 34 GTR. Still though, like I can really appreciate like the Bayside blue paint job and the GTR kits and stuff like that on them. They still look good. The exhaust sounds good too on that car. There's my 33.4 with its drift damage. There's another white 34 GTR here parked behind me. There's a white 34 4-door there. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like this pink kind of 4-door 34 here. There's a little cappuccino. These things are so cute. Look at it. So small. So awesome. We've got an RX-8 there. Another GTT. Let's just keep going through this car park. It gets pretty intense up here. There's a 34 4-door there with some pretty baller roof racks. Another 4-door. That one's a GT non-turbo. This one's a real 34 GTR. Everything's pretty factory on it too. That looks awesome. Another 4-door. Another GTT. Another 4-door GTT. Another GTT. I'm going to probably mess this up. Oh, some VSKFs on that. And that's a GTT 4-door. It's another GTT 4-door with the Nismo like vinyls down the side. This is a real GTR. It's a 34, obviously, again. Another 4-door, another 4-door, another 2-door coupe. That one's a GTT as well. And then let the parade of 34s kind of begin. So you got another 4-door here, another 4-door, another 4-door. So many 4-doors. Finally, a coupe. It's a GTT. Hey, this doesn't really belong. So that's pretty cool. And heaps and heaps and heaps of 34 Skylines. Don't really know what to say. This guy's sleeping in his car. What's up? This thing has been wrapped in gold by someone that obviously has done it at home. It's not the best job. And they're sleeping in the car as well. Whoops, didn't mean to film that. Whole bunch of cars here. Mainly 34s though. It just feels like I'm repeating myself and going like, and just keep like showing you guys the same thing. But I mean, that it is a 34 event, so it's just going to be a lot of the same car, right? LMGT4 wheels, or is that the GT3? I can't remember. I somehow kind of like how the black paint job makes the headlights stand out a little bit more, and how the inside of the headlights here is black as well. There you go. Some cars out on the track practicing right now. Some Advan tri-spokes as well on that. This is cool. What is this little thing? Little turbo. I have no idea what this is. I don't think. No way! It's a little Starlet. That's cool. I haven't seen one of these old Starlets yet. I've seen like the generations above this. That's cool. Some more 4 doors here. Oh, that one's got the wide kit on it, which goes onto the door and everything to extend out the rear. It's kind of a nice kit. GTT. A Nissan, but not a Skyline. Another GTT 4-door with some Recaro party seats in there. Do you guys call these party seats everywhere else in the world? Because like it kind of looks like confetti on the middle of it. You guys kind of get the gist of it. Whole bunch of 34s here. There's some equips on that. It's funny, like I ran into this other foreigner and his Japanese wife that are here at the event. He does a bit of YouTube too. He's got like 200 subscribers. And I was just talking to him, and they drove for like quite a few hours just to get here. And then I was like hearing a couple other people talking about like, because they were sleeping and stuff, and they were saying they were so tired because they drove for like 6 hours to get here. So people are very dedicated to these car events about their car. Here's a really nice kind of clean 34 GTR. It's running in a Pexi Power FC too. It's really clean. It's a 370Z. Little mirror. That's pretty cool. Got some of the tires that he puts on there for his drift car, his main drift car. And there's this really nice S14 here. Looks really cool. Kyoki front. All right, let's look at these other 2 Skylines that are here, and then we'll head. There's another 4-door with a GTR badge. I feel like that's a sin. And then there's this 32 GTR that's here, which is actually a real GTR. So that's nice. All right, let's have a quick look at some of these cars that are racing on the main track today. Wonder if there's anything kind of cool out here. Oh, it's a 33 GTR. That's cool. Okay, so before I leave, I wanted to drive through this car park and give you guys an idea of just like how many people are here with their 34s. And as you guys can probably tell, there are a lot of 34s here. Like not even, like there's this side and then there's this side, and it's just lines of them. Every now and then there's a couple random cars in there like that one. And then there's like, you know, the family cars, like these ones here, the Noahs. And oh, there's a Laurel there. That's kind of cool. But yeah, it's just like non-stop 34s everywhere. Man, that pink color. Pink is kind of growing on me for a car here, just because it stands out and it's kind of unique. And there's this 34 here with a cutout bumper and stuff. That looks kind of cool. Oh, there goes an S13. Wasn't expecting to see that here. There's just 34s everywhere. And I know I've probably said that line, there's 34s everywhere, like 1,000 times in this video already. Oh, there you go, there's a 33. That's the second 33 that I've seen today, other than the one that I saw racing on the actual main track. That's a really nice GTR. Fuji Speedway really is such an amazing place for like the motorsport industry and motor enthusiasts and car enthusiasts and stuff like that. Like, this is a huge car park, right? But they turn it into a track for go-karting and motorbikes and stuff like that. And then when there's a big event at the main track, they pack it all down and turn it into a normal car park. There's another little track here for go-karting and motorbikes. And then up there, there's like another 3 tracks for drifting and little time attack challenges. And then they got the main track. And I'm pretty sure there's like nearly 5 or 6 tracks here in total. It's so good. But yeah, like I just love this place because it's like, it's something that I only dream about. One day, you know, if I was ever able to afford something like this and just like invest a whole bunch of money into building this kind of like, it's literally like a theme park for car people. It'd just be so cool. Anyways, I'm going out of the entry exit now, and I'm gonna make sure I pull up and get a picture in front of it for the thumbnail, or maybe just get a picture for Instagram or something like that, because I probably need to use a thumbnail with a whole bunch of 34s, right? Anyways, let's get that now. Gonna get this nice picture here with the Fuji Speedway in the background. Obviously, I've turned the car so you can't see the damaged side from drifting. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was super fun for me to film this for you and show you this kind of event here in Japan. It really is something special, and I feel like it's hard to find something like this in other places in the world. So I really hope you enjoyed that kind of aspect, being able to see the drifting as well as like just, you know, all the 34s everywhere. There were so many of them, right? Anyways, I hope you didn't mind me repeating myself so many times, calling out all the cars that were there. It was a 34 meet, so there was going to be lots of 34s. Kind of a bit bummed that I didn't get to stay for the full day. It's okay, it just means I've got other priorities and things that I need to do today, unfortunately. One good thing about today though is it is really heated up. It's like 22 degrees right now. It's super hot, and it's really exciting because that means that more drift events are going to start happening and getting organized because the weather's more like appropriate for it. Winter, not many people want to go out and drift because it's too cold and hard for tires to warm up and stuff like that. But anyways guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks heaps for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit all the social media links in the description: Instagram, Facebook, and Discord if you want to join the Discord. It's a really good way to get like kind of behind the scenes and little updates and stuff before the video comes out, as well as make sure you turn notifications on so you don't miss out on my live streams. I did a live drifting live stream and you would have been able to see this like a couple days before the video goes up. So anyways, that's it for me. Have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao, mata ne.